there, my name is Jenna. I live in Dallas, Texas, and I'm here to tell you a little bit about my concussion story. It was a regular Sunday afternoon. I was busy running errands. I had just gotten back from grocery shopping and was putting away everything in my refrigerator when I lost my balance and actually fell forward into my refrigerator, hitting my head in the front and then backwards, hitting my head on the ground just from the pain and shock of hitting my head the first time. I don't remember a whole lot of what happened after that besides laying on the ground and eventually doing some mixture of crying and laughing and texting my friend saying, I fell and I hit my head, LOL, but also I'm in a lot of pain. And I kind of shrugged it off and said, like, oh, whatever, like, I'm being a baby, I just bumped my head, it's not a big deal. I know my name, I know where I am, and that's all that matters. I can't have a concussion because I know my name. And I kind of just continued on with life. And as the week went on, I started to get sicker and sicker. I was having a lot of ringing in my ears. My vision was very blurry. All of a sudden, it would just go black and I couldn't see anything at all. My head and neck hurt really bad and I was really nauseous, especially from being dizzy to the point that I was actually vomiting. And I finally got to the point where I decided to go to the doctor. And one of the reasons that I didn't want to go to the doctor was I just didn't want to go and someone say, like, you're being ridiculous, you're being dramatic, like, you just bumped your head, it's not that big of a deal, and then also have to pay for that because as you know, getting medical care just isn't cheap. Even if you do have insurance, it's something that you want to think about sometimes, you know, before you go somewhere. So that's kind of what happened with that. I went to an urgent care facility and they said right away, yes, you have a concussion. And after that, it urged me to go to the emergency room. After all of that, I worked with the neurologist very closely. Really nothing worked for me. Everything made me feel sicker or disoriented in some way. But really what my life-saving thing that I did was a head injury rehabilitation program. I did it for probably about 2 or so months. And I met with a physical therapist for vestibular therapy and then also a speech language pathologist for cognition therapy. It helped me make leaps and bounds in my recovery. Really just learning how to remember things again and learning how to organize my day and my schedule. And the things that were happening before I started that program, I would get in my car and I would be driving and I would forget where I was going and then I would just be driving. I would be 15-30 minutes late to places because I would forget what I was doing. I would forget something at home. I would lose something constantly, and it was so frustrating that I just didn't even know what to do. It affected my work. It affected basically everything in my life. I forgot to pay bills. And I was functioning, but like I wasn't really living my life in the way that I should have been, all because I bumped my head. And I think it really opened my eyes to how important head injuries are and how important awareness around head injuries are, because I definitely should have went to the doctor on that first day. I hit my head. I had a pretty severe concussion. I'm 4 months into recovery and now finally starting to feel like myself again. And it's been a lot of work and it's been a long road. It hasn't been easy for sure. So I think that really it's important to know yourself, know about concussions, and then when you need help to say, yes, like I'm gonna seek help and I'm not worried about someone saying, oh, like you're being ridiculous, you just hit your head.